What's up? What's up? Vegas Chef, what's up? Dan, what's up? Nah, you're not the only one here. There's 3 of you so far. So I wanted to come on now because I just wanted to jump on a little early because I'm trying to watch UFC tonight. It's John Jones' return to UFC, and then Cowboy Cerrone's fight, and there's a couple good fights. Cyborg's return, I think. Tyron Woodley. There's 3 title bouts tonight. It's going to be a really good UFC. And I need something personally to vape tonight. And lots of people always ask me what's my favorite build. So I figured I'll do my favorite build right now. My favorite build for a while has been frailiens, but I'm going to show you my favorite build. How I build my frailiens right now. The ones that I really like. So I'm going to throw them in this. What's up, Hammer? Mark, what's up? I'm going to throw them in this. I got a new Druga. I'm going to be doing this Druga probably on Tuesday night. I'm going to get the posts, and that's going to be my my RDA that I do next week. If not, there's 2 RDAs I'm going to do between this Tuesday and next Tuesday. It's going to be the Druga with the posts. What's up, Dwayne? Or it's going to be the Coil Art Azeroth 3 coil. So whichever one comes first. If the if the Azeroth comes first in the mail, that's what we're going to do. If the posts come first in the mail, we're going to do that. And then whatever one we don't do this week, we're going to do next week. But this fucking cap is so nice. Like, looking at it, not live, I mean, this thing is so nice. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, the post upgrade. I ordered it, and that's probably what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday. We'll do the Druga with the post upgrade. So we'll look at this on Tuesday. I just want to put a build in it to vape it. So why not put my favorites in there? Now the build I'm going to put in there is it's a low build. So if you do duplicate it, just know that it is a low build. I do vape it on a mech or a DNA now. So it is a low build. So I use stainless steel ribbon. I've been switching off with my frames. It depends, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use 26 gauge frames. You know what? No, I'm going to do 27 gauge frames. And 36 alien. So the ohms that I usually get with these is it's somewhere around .07, 0.08. Somewhere around there. I actually usually do 8 pieces of stainless steel and 28 frames, but I want to try 6 pieces of stainless steel and 27 frames. Alright. So, where is my needle noses? Guess I'm gonna have to do it out then. Either or, I'll use it on a mech or a DNA. So, you know what? Screw the 27 gauge. I'm going to do them exactly how I've been doing them so you guys know the exact build that I've been liking lately. This way, if you want to try it, you can try exactly. Just gotta find my 28 gauge. There it is. Alright. So I'm gonna do 8 pieces of ribbon. So I need 4 pieces out right now. So these are literally the exact ones I've been making for myself. So 8 ply 0.4 stainless steel. The stainless steel is important to make it vape the way it does, but it also makes it low. So I would suggest putting it on a triple parallel box or a DNA. Some people just do vape. Some people do vape low on a mech, so I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do. These are going to come out, I think, to about 0.08, but you could use a triple parallel box. This is a Vape Daddy Customs box, or you could use a DNA. But I throw it on my mech too. As long as I have charged batteries and I'm being careful, I got nice batteries to use, I don't mind throwing it on a mech. So I'm going to get some 40. No, do not put it on the Hammer of God. No. No, this build would definitely not be good on the Hammer of God. That's a parallel series. I forget exactly what ohms you should be running on the hammer god. I want to say around a 0.3 to 0.5, something like that. But since it's parallel, maybe you could run lower. I'm not positive though. So I'm not sure. I would think because it's parallel that going around a 0.2 is safe. But don't quote me on that because I don't know. You would think all 4 batteries, since it isn't parallel, would split the load. But once again, I'm not positive. I know just on series you want to be around a 0.35 with good batteries to a 0.5. That's the safeness, or the safest to run on a series. And it's a real good vape. You don't need to go low on series. It cracks me up when people say that they vape series 0.2, 0.15. That doesn't make any sense to me, really. It's hot enough at 0.3. It's a good enough vape. Same thing with people that want to put staple builds on series. That doesn't make sense to me either. You're getting like crazy flavor off that power and that heat. You don't need staples. Plus, it's really hard to get staples on a series safely. A series vape is like top-notch vape. You can't really get much better. So 26 gauge fused Claptons is probably the best vape you're going to get on a series. I don't need much more. I don't need any more than that. It's perfect. No need to go anymore and stress your batteries. Yeah, I would check 1.5 might be all right on the Hammer God because like I said, it's a parallel series. It's not just a series. So you might be safe, but I would definitely check. I mean, if you don't know, you should definitely check it out. Yeah, exactly. 8 wraps, 3.5, you're probably right in that happy zone with series. But I forget, can you turn the Hammer God up and no, that's just straight power, straight through. You might be safe on the Hammer God, but I would double check. I really would. I mean, I know people that vape that low on a series anyway, and they're good. But I would say on that Hammer God, I would put on I put like a 0.3 build on there. And it's not just because of safety. I think it just vapes better. It's not going to burn your cotton out right away. You're not going to get dry hits immediately. It's going to keep up. The wicking's going to keep up with a 0.3 build rather than a 0.1 build. You're pushing a lot of power through them coils, and it's going to burn up that juice so quick. Alright, so I got an 8-ply staple stacked. I know I didn't explain it if you weren't watching me and you couldn't see. I mean, I got a staple tutorial. Go over there. It'll show you how I stack it the same exact way. So now I'm going to get my 28 gauge. $16 inches of it. Snip it. Around a 0.28, yeah, see, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 0.28 is pretty much at a 0.3. I might suggest to throw one other wrap in each of them, but, I mean, you know, it's kind of nitpicking at that point. Taking some 40, wrapping my 28 gauge loop around my my staple stack. So now I got the 28 gauge over my staple stack. Run my fingers down. Make sure everything lines up. Then I'm going to run my fingers down at about 1.5 inches. Get some more 40 gauge. Wrap it. So basically I'm just doing a prep for a frame staple here. Nothing special. I drag the 40 gauge down to the drill chuck end and wrap it tight a little more. Alright, now everything's all prepped. When I pull it tight, everything comes together. When I let go, it's a little crazy, but as soon as I put that on the swivel and pull my drill, everything's good. Now you could put, and I'll do it just to show you guys, you could put a slider on this. So a piece of ribbon, just wrap it around 3 times. If you want to have something to slide down as you do your alien, so everything stays together. If you're still just learning the feel of aliens, this is probably a good thing to do. So I do 3 wraps, crimp it down, and then I do a 4th wrap and crimp that down. And now this is going to slide up and down my wire wherever I need it. Alright. Now I do like hot gluing the drill chuck end so it doesn't mess up when I tighten down my drill. So I'm just going to dab it on my 40 gauge that's wrapped around all the wires. Alright, so now I gotta prep my alien. I gotta get my decor ready. So to go around 2 pieces of 28 and 8 pieces of .4 ribbon, I usually do 25. I guess I will. You could do 25, 26, or 24. It just depends how you are stretching it. If you do 26, you got to stretch it more. If you do 24, you got to do an understretch. And I actually quite like understretching with the 24. It actually also makes the alien a little baggy, which in theory probably holds more juice in there. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. Actually, here let me just double check this. So a couple videos ago, I made this thing. Yeah, dude, see, here's the thing about like all the fights tonight. Like just about all of them, I kind of like all the fighters, like the Cormier Jones. There's a couple. I guess I'd like to see Jones win. I don't know. I like both of them. You know what? I don't know. I kind of would like to see Cormier win so they could fight again. But I mean, it would be nice to see Jones come back from everything he's been through and win and get the belt back. Yeah, I guess I would say Jones in this fight. But I like the Robbie Lawler, Cowboy Cerrone. I like both of them, but I'd like to see Cowboy win because he's been having it rough lately. I think he takes his fights way too close together. He probably should be taking breaks more than he does. He kind of beats himself up, but I guess that's why he's Cowboy. So this is 3 24 gauges that I glued together. So when I wanted to do an alien, I could check it up against it and see if the size is the same. So if I get it like this, you can kind of see that they're like the same size. This stack and this 24. Are damn near the same thickness. And then Cyborg, I'd like to see her come back and win, so maybe bigger fights happen for her. And then who else is fighting? Woodley versus Damian Maia. I'm not a fan of how Damian Maia fights. I think it's awesome. I think it's very technical. But for anybody who doesn't know UFC, they call him Damian Maia is a jiu-jitsu guy. He's like one of the best in jiu-jitsu. And they call him Backpack because basically he hops on guys' backs the whole fucking fight and just tries to get a submission. And Tyron Woodley's more like a knockout guy, and I actually really like Tyron Woodley. Lots of people don't like him, but plus whoever wins that fight apparently is going to fight George St. Pierre. And I would like to see Woodley against Pierre instead of Damian Maia. But what I think is going to happen is if Damian Maia doesn't win, I don't think St. Pierre is going to take a Woodley fight because it was actually in the cards before for them two to fight, and it didn't happen. Dan, Brad, what's up? I already said Dan. But yeah, all the fights are pretty good. I kind of like everybody in tonight's fights. I wouldn't mind if everything went differently than what I said. If Cormier wins, I don't care. I don't have no love loss. At least they'll get to fight again. But it's always good to see somebody come back from like a suspension and getting into trouble and turn their life around and do something. Alright, so I got 24 gauge here, and that's what I'm going to Clapton around to get my almond. So I got at the beach. Yeah, you're at the beach. I forgot about that. I'm still doing another video tomorrow, most likely, so it might be on Instagram, I'm not sure. Actually, it probably will. If I do another video, it's probably going to be an Instagram video just to, I got to show love to Instagram sometimes too. But I'll still record it and put it on YouTube. I got a couple orders to get done that are pretty cool builds, so that's probably what I'll do tomorrow. Come on. But I'm throwing this build in the Druga, and for anybody that wasn't in here, Tuesday, you know, I've been trying to do an RDA every week. Look at an RDA, build an RDA every week. So Tuesday may be the Druga with the new posts, or it may be the Azeroth from Coil Art, the 3-coil Azeroth. Whichever one comes first in the mail. So, and whatever one isn't this week is going to be next week. And then I'll think of what to do for the week after that. So for 8 inches of frailien, like if you want to get 2 coils out of your 8-inch prep, you want to get around 14 inches of Clapton. Each 5 to 6 wrap alien is about 7 inches of Clapton decor. So I usually do 8 inches, 14 inches, and that will wrap up the entire thing with pretty much no waste. Of course, it varies on what wires you're using, but usually that's what it is. Alright, I'm loose. Cut my 24 gauge core. There's my D-core. I'm going to see if I can't change the camera angle and get some of this frailien getting wrapped up. Got some hot glue stuck in my drill. So I make sure my 2 pieces of 28 are sticking out the side of my drill chuck. The staple goes right down the middle. I stretch this wire. Everything goes straight. Let me close this up. I got my slider on there. What I'm vaping is the gorge on my 2/3 box, my Tesla 2/3. It's turned like all the way down. I'm finishing up my love handle, blueberry lemon cake. All right, Brad. My squonk box, that Franken skull clone, is pretty much shot now. It was messing up on me ever since I bought it. I gotta get a new squonk. Actually, I could turn this up. All right. The Clapton gauge is 36. 36 gauge, around 24. Everything's nichrome besides the ribbon. The ribbon is stainless steel. So now I'm going to clamp my D-core to my table. I'm going to grab the other end with my pliers. And I'm going to stretch this thing. All right. Now I could get my decor. And actually, let me change my camera. This is going to be interesting. It's going to ohm out a little higher than what mine is. N80 is a little higher than stainless steel. They're pretty close, but it's going to ohm out almost the same thing. So I'm going to wrap this around the 28. Yeah, I know. I was trying to put it. It wouldn't have let me put it too close up with the tripod that I have because I have to put it sideways. All right. So now it's all about angle and tension. I'm going to start off. Make sure my drill's in the reverse of what I had it when I clapped them. Slide my slider out of the way. Come on. Slide the slider out of the rest of my way. So you see I slid my slider twice during this whole thing. Alright, all done. And this is the waste I got from it. It's about 12-inch waste. But I'm probably a little smaller than 8 inches anyway. Yeah, so I'm 7.5 inches. So if I would have did, I'm like 7 3/4. So if I would have did an 8 inch, that would have been perfect. I would have had exactly 8 inches, 14 inches decor. We'll do it. There's the full alien. Lucked out, made no mistakes. Alright, let's wrap these up and put them in the Druga. What time it be? 8:12. Oh, awesome timing. I said I'd be down at 8:30 to eat. Alright, so I'm going to make these 5 wraps. That's how I've been doing them. That's how I like them. So I'm going to measure where I have clean alien at. I got 7 3/4. So 3 7/8 is halfway. So now I got 2 pieces, an even size. I can throw this away. I don't know, in case you guys want to see how I stretch my alien, I guess I could show you that. What they look like when they are stretched. I'll put the specs in the description, so you guys could always come back and look. You don't have to use the same metal alloys that I'm using. It's just this is what I've been liking. But I mean, I don't like using all night chrome, and all night chrome frailien is not good to me. I don't like it. It just seems like it all lights up at once, and there's no layers or anything. It just all lights up all at once, and that's it. I like having Kanthal. If I had to do another way, I would do Kanthal ribbon and nichrome everything else, or maybe nichrome ribbon and Kanthal frames. Nichrome wrap. Always nichrome wrap. Maybe stainless wrap would be nice, but I just don't have any stainless wrapping wire. So I take my 14-inch stretch to how long? Oh, I've done this on my alien video. It's 11 feet. So I took that 14 inches and stretched it 11 feet. Now, what? How do I say this? But every alien's like, that's a 26, like a 26 gauge alien. 3 cores of 26 with a D core of a 26. On my video, I did a 14 inches and I stretched it out 11 feet. I did this one pretty much the same thing. I might have stretched it out 12 feet on this one. Yeah, 12 feet, yeah. I think it was like 12 feet, this one. I think this one I stretched out a little more than I stretched out the 26 gauge alien. But go look at my alien tutorial, and that's actually how I explain my stretch. So I gotta be careful wrapping this because 24 is baggy around this. Because just 24 stands taller than .4 ribbon and 28 gauge. So even though the width is the same. It's still a little baggy. So when you wrap it, you do have to be careful. I suggest you do what I'm doing here. And if it tries to twist it the opposite way as you wrap it. Because it looked like if I didn't do that, I would have fucked up the wrapping of this, for sure. There's actually a frailien challenge over in Coil Wars right now. Whoever could do the fastest frailien. I think the quickest right now is 9 minutes and 38 seconds. I do want to hop on that challenge. I think I might be able to beat that. I figure if I could do an alien in just over 5 minutes, I think I could stack up the whole core in under 4 minutes. So I think I could do it. I'm going to have to try, though, to make sure. Yeah, so usually I do this with 25 gauge, this alien. And I would suggest if you can get your hands on 25 gauge, do that. Because this Clapton is very baggy. I mean, or you could overstretch 26 gauge D-core. I mean, this shit really did not want to cooperate with me when wrapping. Kind of lucky that it didn't fuck up. And that I seen it before it could. This one's a little spaced because of it, but yeah, an overstretch doesn't look as good. I mean, well, it depends how you look at it, but an overstretch you don't get as much as of the S. Yep, less of a S shape in the alien, less predominant. But once I heat these up, they'll be all straight and I'll be good. So before I start to mount this, basically, I want to get a nice size Phillips head. You don't want to do, not a nice size Phillips head, a flat head. It looks like Phillips, but you want to use a flat head on this, and you want to use a fairly big one. You don't want to use a small one. Yeah, I don't know if I have one up here that's too big. This is the biggest one, that'll work. Alright. So, I'm going to open up my posts. Slide in my first alien, or frailien. Get it to where I'm going to want it. Actually, I'm going to push it in even more. Get it tight to the posts. Snip my leads. I'm going to need new close cutters soon. Take that coil out, put it aside. Get the other one. Put it tight to the posts. Snip the leads. Now when I pull it out, since I put it tight to the post, you know, they're still kind of sticking out of the post a bit. So when I pull it out, they're going to be inside the post nice. So now the top lead goes on top, the bottom lead goes on bottom. So I install my coils like this. My leads go in like that. I don't put one on top of each other. The top lead goes on top, the bottom lead goes on the bottom. Alright, not like that, not like that, not sideways, just like that. Gonna get it fairly centered. Druga, you could hand tighten down the beginning. This one has to go in. Just trying to center them a bit before I tighten it. Oh, before I tighten it all the way down. Probably be better if I had two drill bits centering these as I put them in. That's what I usually do. And I get my flathead tightened down when I get one of them. You don't want to go too tight or you're going to strip this Phillips head at the top here. And you don't need to over tighten your coils. Sometimes I see people really tightening down on their coils and it's kind of unnecessary. Alright. Let me get the DNA to heat this up. It was buffering. Turn my watts all the way down. To like 30. So this is what it's going to start out at, 0.07. I'm probably going to end up at about 0.08, 0.09, something like that. If I get lucky, maybe a 0.1. I don't pinch yet. I just wiggle with the rod and strum. I'm going to get them hot spots out before I start pinching. All this pinching does to get hot spots out is puts the hot spots in somewhere in another place. Now I start seeing gold. I don't really see no hot spots first, so now I could start pinching my coils together, getting them tighter. Kind of shaping them a little nicer. So I stayed at 30 watts this whole time, and now I'm seeing gold colors. I'm only pulsing it. I'm never sending a lot of heat through it. I just keep hitting the button. The ohms are kind of jumping around, but I'm at 0.07 still. I'll show you the kind of colors I got on it right now. Come on. See that burn hole? That's from me doing exactly what I'm doing now, but the coils hit the paper. Alright. You're frozen? That's weird. 'Cause I'm not froze. Yeah, guys. So if you guys freeze and I don't, you guys, if you miss anything, you can go back and watch it later. It kind of sucks to say that, but I mean, that is what you can do. Ooh, that's a pretty cool view. Yeah, they're pretty nice coils, right? Alright. I'm just gonna pull some more. And actually, I could turn my watts up now. I'm gonna turn them up to like 50. And when I hit the button once, now that they cooled down on 50 watts, I'm getting 0.08. Alright. Here come the blues. Just a couple little pulses. And there's some purples. All the hot spots should be out if you do it just like I did it. Now you just gotta worry about them glowing evenly. And they should probably almost already be doing that too. Yeah, I'll go down in a minute. It's alright. If I was late, I would have got yelled at already. And there goes the colors. Start to fade away. You don't want to heat stainless steel up too much past the colors because it'll get like this white and yellowish tone. Now, we can't really see the ribbon, but... And it doesn't vape as well. So you really don't want to overburn stainless steel. Nichrome, go for it. Kanthal, go for it. Alright. Looking good. And the final ohms, well, let me let them cool down. Right now I'm at 0.09. But I let them cool down a little bit. While they cool down, I can get some cotton ready. So I got some cotton bacon. Staple coils and frame staple coils, you want to whip them a little tight. Not crazy tight, but a little more than snug. So, they should be cooled down enough now. Hit the button and I'm getting 0.08. And that's pretty much what I figured. Wicking it tight is just going to let the staple wick better. It's just going to, yeah, I mean, I would guess it would be for flavor, but you don't want, they burn hot, so you want to make sure that cotton's touching all the way around, and plus once the, once the cotton fills up with tight cotton, it'll start filling up the coil also. Yeah, what's up, Jeffrey? Yeah, it'll be back on. So it's tight, but not too tight. Just make sure that it's snug in there. Even if you wanted to go a little tighter, that would be fine. Whenever you use cotton bacon or whenever you use very sweet juice. Because I've been using cotton bacon for a while. And it's not the cotton, it depends on what juice I'm vaping. I don't think cotton could gunk up your coils. Oh, Addie's here. What's up, Addie? Yeah, juices with lots of sweeteners are usually what kill my coils and cotton. There's some juices I use cotton bacon all the time, and there's some juices that I could go 2 weeks without changing my cotton. Like any of the fruity brew juices, I don't have to change my cotton for weeks. Alright. Now I just need my skinny tweezers or something. I guess I'll just use my ceramics. I don't see my... Oh, there they are. Some dude, Kenny, what's up? Alright. So, what I want to vape on is actually a juice that Fresh gave me that he made. It's like a really good strawberry. And I haven't vaped it this week. So, that's what I am going to vape. After wick, looks like I'm getting 0.09. Yeah, I heard Armageddon dropped their prices because of the clones were kind of really fucking them. Yeah, I heard that. In case anybody didn't know, Armageddon, MFG, they dropped all the prices of their addies. Check my Facebook messages when I get a chance. Alright, once I get out of here, I will. Alright. Let me just vape this real quick, and then I'll be getting out of here. I love this cap. It never looks as good on camera, but oh my god. I love that cap. It looks like it just looks more shiny of a heat treated than some heat treated that I've seen before on stainless. Like titanium looks awesome heat treated. It almost looks like a mix between stainless and titanium heat treated. I'll put it on my mech and show you what I got it for, but I was going to put it on my broadside. I threw a new battery in my broadside. It's at 115. That's kind of perfect, really. I usually do 115 to 130 with this build. The Druga vape's great. It's a lot like the Goon. It vapes a lot like the Goon, especially the Goon 1.5. I mean, it's damn near the same fucking shape. That's another Druga I'm about to show you. Look how much these look alike. It's just so good. So much flavor with that 0.4 stainless steel ribbon. The 28 gauge doesn't take long to heat up at all. The ramp time is like that. And that just that stainless ribbon is so much flavor. And I always liked 36 Alien because I just feel as though it wicks better than 38 or 40. 36 vape's the best, I think, when talking about aliens anyway. My battery's not touching. There it is. Need some more juice. That vape's awesome. I love them frailiens. My favorite build. That's why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to stay simple because I keep fucking up on my live videos. And I wanted to, everybody asked me what's my favorite build to vape. And this is it. Definitely this is it. Try to do some vape vomit. Good stuff. Yeah, it's 0.09 on a mech. I know I probably shouldn't say it, but I love it. All right, guys. Frailiens, yeah. Frailiens the best vape, I think. Because I like frame staples, I like aliens, and together, they're awesome. Yeah, I'm going to go enjoy dinner and then enjoy UFC. And look out on IG tomorrow. I'm definitely going to do IG because Instagram because I already did one on here and then it'll go on here later. So what I'm going to do on Instagram tomorrow is I'll keep the frailiens out. I got to make frailiens again, but I'll keep them out. I got to do regular Staggertons and regular Mohawks. Mohawks and Staggertons. So, thanks for hanging out. And, sorry I wasn't at regular time, but it looks like, I mean, this might be a better time, really. I think I got more people now than I usually do. Yep. Sorry I can't shout these all out. Only Instagram lets me do that, but go follow each other, follow the Resistance crew. Once again, on Tuesdays I'm going to try to have an RDA every time. So this Tuesday is either going to be the Druga or the Azeroth, the Coil Art Azeroth. There's two Azeroths. The Coil Art Azeroth RDA is a 3-coil RDA. So, yeah. I'm out of here for now, but Tuesday is going to be one of them. Whatever one I don't do will be next Tuesday. And I got to get a video for that gorge, too. I'd like to show you guys that gorge again and get it on camera or on recording. But alright, guys. Thanks, and what's up, Bobby? Sorry I'm leaving. Just go check out the replay. But alright, guys. Peace. Have a good rest of your weekend.